Hello and welcome to another video in my undervalued coin series. I think the last one that I've done in this series was over a week ago. At least it feels like it. I've been quite busy with all of the ICO reviews because a lot of good ICOs came out recently. But it's time for a new videos in this series, and in this one I'm looking at Binance BNB, which is a token used on Binance Exchange. Now Binance was hit really badly in the recent crash caused by the Chinese ICO ban, which does make sense because Binance gets involved a lot with Chinese ICOs. So usually when a Chinese ICO gets released, Binance is the first exchange to kind of sell them. So that being said, the price is currently very low. So it's much lower than it was just a few weeks ago. So if you're looking at a point to buy this coin, now might be a good time to do so. I'm not associated with Binance in any way. I just quite like the idea of that coin actually. So let's have a look at what is it. So first of all, it's a new cryptocurrency exchange. So I'm talking about the actual Binance exchange, not the coin. So Binance Exchange is a new cryptocurrency exchange that was quite recently released and is already ranked as 15th most popular exchange based on trade volume. This is a statistic from 3rd of September. So they also launched their own token called Binance Coin BNB. So the coin was mostly used to support the new exchange, gather money to kind of run the exchange. But they're actually planning to use that coin to launch new decentralized exchange in the future. And BNB is going to be used as one of the key assets on that exchange, as well as actual gas to be used. So it's quite similar to Neo and gas. So Binance will be a gas to be used on that exchange to kind of run it. Currently the coin can be also used to pay fees that you have to pay when you trade coins on Binance Exchange, and that giving you a significant discount. Currently it's 50%, which is a lot. If you do a lot of trading on Binance, I think it's a key for you to even hold that coin just to pay the fees, because such a big 50% reduction is a big deal actually. So how is it used? So first of all, like I said, Binance can be used to pay for any fees on Binance platform, and that's including but not limited to the stuff like exchange fees, withdrawal fees, listing fees, any other fee. So I just want to say, if you do a lot of trading on Binance Exchange, it's a no-brainer. You need to own Binance Coin. Now the actual discount is going to decrease with time. It's currently 50%. In a second year it's going to be 25%, and then it's going to decrease further as visible here. They have a plan. So Binance Exchange has a plan to purchase Binance Coin every quarter. They're going to use 20% of profits to buy back the coin and destroy them until only 50% of all the coins remains in the circulation. So eventually that's going to leave only 100 million BNB coins, and I think they do that to kind of ensure that the price continues to grow and kind of sustain the actual Binance coin in terms of the value. Let's have a look at the actual tokens. So currently 100 million available with total supply of 200 million. With time, it's going to go back to only 100 million by buying back the coins. Like I said, it's used to pay fees on the platform. It's available on Binance, well, obviously, but you can also buy it on Ether Delta if you want to. At some point, Binance is going to destroy them to have only 100 million. So at some point, I think they're going to, I'm not sure how they're going to introduce the other 100 million actually, but eventually it's going to go back to 100 million anyway. In terms of the price, so currently, which is 5th of September, it's around $1 per one coin, with a market cap of obviously around 100 million, and market capitalization rank on the 56th place. Now at some point it was worth much more, as visible here. It was like 260 or something like that. This is what I mean if you're looking to purchase the coin, because I think with time it's going to go back to that value. Now it might be a good time to do so. I don't think it's going to stay that low for a long time, because once coin dips from the price, it does usually go back, based on what I have seen several times now. It's just a matter of time. Let's have a look at the actual team behind the Binance Coin. So they're based in China. So most of them actually work for a company called, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, whatever that's, I don't know. So what that company is a company that provides cloud-based exchange system to exchange operators, and now actually powers 30 plus exchanges in Asia. So that is a big deal because they know what they're doing basically, and not many teams are so experienced as the Binance team. So like I said, they're very experienced. They have 6 main team members currently. They have plenty of important advisors on board. I'm not gonna list them here. Check white paper for details. They list them quite nicely there. That's the website. They have 2 Twitters. I think one is for the exchange, one is for the coin, as expected. Where does it fit? So first of all, the Binance exchange is quickly becoming very popular, and I think it's a matter of time before it reaches top 10 exchanges. Now I think the China ICO ban does kind of affect it in a very bad way, but I think they still have a lot of cool coins that aren't purchasable anywhere else. So I think they will still increase the trade volume even with that ICO problem, which I think, by the way, I haven't really researched too much into it, but I believe it's only temporary because China wants to introduce a bunch of laws to kind of make sure people don't get scammed by ICO. So I think it might be actually a good thing in the long run. Anyway, so the exchange is quite unique because it connects Western and Eastern audience. It has several, cryptocurrencies that are usually exclusive to East or West, includes many exclusive coins, which a lot of those are kind of the power that pushes the volume up. So Binance Coin should grow together with the exchange. Obviously, people will want to save on the fees, so the value should grow the more people are using the exchange. BNB will also be used in the future decentralized exchange. I do not have a time frame for it. I tried to look into it, I couldn't find any. But obviously once that happens, I expect the price to just skyrocket because people will want to be able to use this as gas and get it as cheaply as possible. Roadmap and development. I did have a look in their white paper and I couldn't find any official roadmap, but they do have a few short and long terms long-term things planned. For exchange, they will add new coins and trading pairs, often supporting various ICOs by being the first exchange to list the coins. Like I said, with the ICO ban on China, this might be a little bit problematic for them, but I'm sure they have ways of dealing with it. For coin, they will gradually keep buying back the BNB through the smart contracts, and in the future they will create that decentralized exchange, which I have already mentioned. Predictions. I don't really like doing predictions, but first of all, we need to look at 2 main things that will influence the Binance Coin price, and that's obviously the general condition of crypto market, bullish or bearish, and growth of the actual Binance exchange. So BNB should increase in value when more people use the Binance exchange. So the key for the coin to grow is for the exchange to get new listings and get more people on board. Because people will always try to decrease the fees, and they can do it with the usage of Binance Coin. And this is why both the market state and the user growth of the exchange will be crucial. The bigger the market, the more the users on the exchange. The more users on the exchange, the higher value of the Binance Coin. Now, prediction is a pure guess, but I think the price could definitely reach $5. I mean, it was already $2.5 before the crash. And that will make the Binance Coin top 20 coin, and that's not far-fetched whatsoever. I think Binance as an exchange has a very bright future if they are able to kind of sustain the development and the growth they have been having so far. Obviously, again, the China ICO thing might be problematic, but I'm sure they have ways of dealing with it based on the experienced team. I don't see why they wouldn't. Why is it undervalued? So first of all, Binance exchange should grow. More cryptocurrencies, more markets, and more users. Everyone will want to decrease the fees by investing into BNB. The amount of BNB will decrease with time because the team behind will keep buying the coins. Decreased supply will usually mean increased price. Team behind the exchange and coin is very experienced, and they tend to be very engaged on social media. Essentially, it seems like they know what they are doing. For example, with the China ICO announcement, they quickly, kind of specified what it means for Binance. So I don't really have any complaints about the way they run the exchange. The exchange has been working quite well for me. It's quickly becoming my second favorite exchange after Bittrex. So I do most of my trading nowadays on Bittrex and on Binance. Binance kind of replaced Liqui, which I used to use quite a lot. I think the fees to withdraw stuff from Liquid are ridiculous, by the way. Just something to consider. Eventually, I'm not sure when, the BNB will fuel the Binance decentralized exchange, which will just further increase the price. Some stuff to keep in mind. So first of all, it's the coin is heavily connected to the popularity of Binance exchange, and there will be more exchanges in the future that will compete with Binance, and the fee reduction will decrease per year, so the coin will be less desirable on its own. Now, I will probably add the China ICO ban, which I already mentioned like I think 10 times in this video, but I don't think it's going to be a problem long term, because I think Binance as a company, they know how to deal with the regulations. They're very experienced with exchanges in general, so I don't see why they would struggle with government kind of doing that sort of thing, which I think is temporary as well. So that being said, I think Binance coin right now might be a great purchase actually. I expect it to go up in the upcoming weeks. I rarely make predictions like it, but based on what happened literally 2 days ago, or was it even a day ago, I'm losing track of time, I think it's just, the price is very low currently, and it might be a good way to kind of purchase some now. Even if you're not planning to hold it long term, I think it's always useful to hold a little bit on the exchange if you do trading on Binance exchange. So yeah, let me know if you agree with me in the comments. I have a bunch of social media accounts, including Steemit, Twitter and Facebook. The best way to contact me directly is definitely Facebook. I do try to reply to all of my messages on Twitter, YouTube and Steemit as well, but the best way to contact me directly is definitely Facebook. Yeah, I try to read all of my comments. Sometimes I'm missing some and I don't reply. Don't take it personally. I get too many comments, and I try to kind of balance the comment making with video making as well. It's quite hard. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, just leave a comment. Subscribe for more videos, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.